What's up, folks? Welcome to another episode of Smoke Sunday. We have a very special episode for you guys. We're going to be doing a little bit of an experiment. We're going to make poor man burnt ends. Cue the intro. All right, y'all. Smoke Sunday. Everybody knows the rules. All right, guys. So poor man burnt ends are going to consist of a chuck roast. We've already prepped everything up for you guys, but so you can do this multiple different ways. You can cube it up like we did here. We're going to put it on a grill grate. We're going to set it up on our smoker, or you can do it like a point. You can cut the point out. Instead of cubing it up, you can smoke the whole roast itself and then cube it up later. But today we're going to do cubes. We've seasoned everything up. We want to have bark on all sides, so that's the reason why we cube it up and put it on the grill grate. But we're gonna set it on our smoker, about 275. They're gonna go for about 2 hours, and then so with these we're gonna look for visual cues. We're not gonna test any internal temp. We're gonna look for that bark to develop on these. So as you guys can see, they're already adhering. Yeah, we're gonna look for bark on them. We're gonna squeeze them a little bit, make sure they're getting nice and squishy, and then from there we're gonna throw them in our pan. We'll sauce them up. We'll let that sauce coat up a little bit, and then we'll give them a try. So we're excited for these. Never had poor man burnt ends before. I'm used to the point on the brisket, but supposedly these are very good. So we'll give them a try. See you guys in a bit. Go, baby. All right, folks, so we're looking real good here, but these are some of the visual cues I was saying earlier. You know, these burnt ends have great bark. You know, they're nice and squishy. A little hot. But this is the cue that we were talking about earlier when you want to throw them. And now we're going to throw them in our pan, and we're going to toss them up in some sauce. They're a little hot, man. It's all right. All right, so what we're gonna do with our sauce today is we have 2 parts Jack Daniel's barbecue sauce, and then we got about 1 part honey here. So in my previous videos, you guys have seen that I don't use a lot of sauce with this. You know, you're not looking to soak these, you're just doing a quick little stain. So we'll throw a little bit of sauce. And what I'm going to do here too is, if you guys have seen other brisket videos for burnt ends, people will throw butter and some brown sugar in there. We're not really going to go with any butter. Today we got some leftover Wagyu beef tallow. We're going to throw some of that in there. It's nice and soft. But chuck roast isn't a super fatty meat. I mean, it's definitely a fatty meat, but not as fatty as a brisket point. But we'll throw a little bit of this beef tallow in there to kind of give it that extra flavor. Just a quick little splash of gospel. Now we're just going to toss these just so they get nice and stained. And then they're going to go back on the smoker for about 45 minutes to an hour. We're going to let that sauce kind of tack up a little bit, really stain these burnt ends up. So I'm going to throw some foil over this, and they're going to kind of steam the rest of their way here, but it's going to give it that extra squishiness to it that'll really mimic a brisket burnt end. So as you can see, we have plated up our burnt ends. They were on the smoker in the tin for about just shy of an hour. Sauce is tacked up, everything looks good. We let them rest for a little bit, but I can't wait much longer, man. I'm excited. We're gonna give these a try. You guys can see the juiciness and the tender of these. Look at that, they pull right apart. So they look like burnt ends, they smell like them, but do they taste like them? Let's see what we got. Wow, those are very good. Yeah, those connect. Now, do they compare to a brisket point burn end? No, they don't. But I'll tell you what, for a fake burn end, a poor man's burn end, if I'm gonna rate these Barstool scale, I'm gonna go 7.5. They're very, very good. I would easily make these again for another cookout. But like they pull right apart. They're very good. The barbecue's there. We appreciate you guys joining. Okay, time out. All right. Full disclosure here, I was about to end the episode. That last little bite, a little bit of a fattier piece, that was really good. I'm not gonna lie, if I had that bite first, these probably would have been like an 8.2. That's good there. Tell you what, that gospel seasoning, the sauce put together, the beef tallow in there, they definitely can fight with a good burn end. We appreciate you guys joining us on another episode of Smoke Sunday. I'll tell you what, for an experimental Smoke Sunday for poor man burnt ends, I'm going to say these were definitely a success. I would 100% make these again. Do they, like I said, do they compare to brisket point burnt ends? No, they don't, but 100% worth the 3-hour cook. Thank you guys once again for joining us. Hope you guys got some cool tips out of this for your next Smoke Sunday. Cheers. Take it out back.